Hello, this is Natalie with UT Extension, and I want to talk with you a little bit about container blueberry production. There are a few key things to keep in mind. First, the container itself, right? So we have a nice composite material here that's going to last us for several years. Then we want to think about the media. And so what I have here is a composted pine bark. And that's very useful because blueberries, right, pH is critical, and some of our native soils are actually hard for us to keep that pH in the appropriate range, about 4.5 to 5. And so a composted pine bark can sometimes be actually easier to amend and keep that pH in the correct range. We have the media, we have the pot, we have the plant itself. And what I'm going to be planting today is actually a high bush blueberry. They tend to be a little bit smaller in stature than rabbit eyes, and so they can be a little bit more well suited to container production. Finally, of course, we have the location, and we want to give as much sun as possible. Here I kind of have it on an outdoor patio, and so that's a great spot for our blueberry production. As we think about what's really going to be involved in planting this plant, this is a container plant, and so we want to make sure that we're exposing a lot of roots to the media and make it easy for them to grow and expand rapidly into that soil. So I'm loosening up the roots. We've kept our container media nice and moist, and I'm just going to gently place it in the media, fill in that soil media around it so we have good contact with those new root material. And then I'm going to do a little bit of early pruning. And so my pruning is really focused on making sure that I have a good structure for future growth for the plant. So I'm going to trim off some of these young unhealthy or very twiggy elements of growth. I'm going to remove the flower buds because we don't need flower buds this year. We want this plant to invest all of its energy into good plant growth. Then I'm going to water this plant in. We have it well sited. We have a good media. Properly manage that media for appropriate pH with proper water, nutrient management. We have a good young plant here ready to roll and be great for container growing in the lawn, patio, small space area.